Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg made headlines last week after he said he would be taking 2 months paternity leave after his second daughter is born, which is a big deal since this move sends a message that it's okay for working parents, both father and mother, to be able to take time to be with their newborns. However, I am not actually here to champion equitable parental leave. I am representing the rest of us, the singles and the childless. Let me make this clear. This is not a childless people versus working moms and dads argument. I know that parental leave is not a vacation, and it's not that childless people don't want to help. It's just that we're expected to cover for someone else and stay back at the office to deliver on our regular work commitments at the same time, no questions asked, and with no extra monetary compensation. Already, people are being shamed for being singled or childless and for the lifestyle choices they make.
I'm sorry, I just think that's crazy to spend that much on shoes.
You know how much Manolos are? You used to wear Manolos.
Sure, before I had a real life. But Chuck and I have responsibilities now.
What makes it worse is that at some companies, bosses tend to turn a blind eye when a working parent comes in late or leaves early due to childcare issues, while giving everyone else the stink eye when they do the same due to issues of their own. Like it or not, this can breed resentment, which may or may not boil over into open hostility. No wonder some moms feel pressured to cut short their maternity leave. So how do we address this? Well, one option would be to get a temp, obviously. But the issue is, of course, cost. Now companies would have to pay for 2 employees instead of 1, not something businesses would want to do, especially in this economy. Enter option 2, flexi hours. Ernst & Young is a prime example. All employees get flexible working hours and arrangements, but the policy is not without its cons. According to eFinancial Careers, an ex-EY staff says the hours may be flexible, but the workloads are so intense that employees are expected to continue working past the expected leave time, which renders flexible work hours pointless. So fine, here's an idea. How about giving everyone, parents and non-parents, paid family leave? Facebook is already doing it. Employees have up to 20 days paid leave to grieve an immediate family member. They can take up to 6 weeks of paid leave to care for a sick relative, and they also have paid family sick time, 3 days to take care of a family member with a short-term illness, like a fever or the flu. Of course, companies can argue that this would open this up to abuse. I'd argue that employees, for most part, deserve the benefit of doubt. If you look at the 2016 Expedia Vacation Deprivation Survey, you'll find that over half of Malaysians don't even finish the allocated leave days, while 48% have cancelled or postponed vacation plans because of work. And look at Netflix and Twitter. Employees have unlimited leave, but instead of lazing at home every other day, the opposite happens. Why is that? Matthias Mayer, the CEO of German tech company Travis CI, implemented and later abandoned this policy. He says that warrior mentality and peer pressure will cause people to actually hesitate to take a break because nobody wants to look like the office slacker. Look at it this way. If everyone stands at the same footing, then you can take leave without that guilt that you aren't doing work, and your colleagues will let you take leave without resentment. Of course, with lots of companies here still reluctant to give even paternity leave, this option doesn't seem too viable yet. But it doesn't mean we should give up on it. If companies want to retain talent, they should learn to appreciate all their staff. And if Malaysia were to implement this nationwide, imagine our bragging rights. And for once, we will make it to BBC's front page without shame this time. Because in the end, all we want is some acknowledgement that our lives outside of the office matter, whether we have kids or not. Just saying.